enter. Quick link to the book. Just arrived. Can I move my mouse pad? Yeah, let's move my mouse. Everything's covered in paint. I have been painting and painting and painting. Not walls, but like, art painting. Let me find a little spot for the mouse. Will this work over here? Just dangle it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so amazing book. At the time of this, it is at a very, 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 very great price. And because this will play long after I'm gone, I've just don't don't even wait. Just go buy it, or just take a look at a couple of these pages and click on the Amazon link and go scoop this book up. It is Here's the thickness of the book. It's not your 8 by 10. It's of a squared variety. I think I own one more of Kerby's works. I was going to go check and then just like, I can't remember anything from moment to moment. Let's look at the back of the book. Oh, I actually started coloring this one. And even though I see moon, I said not the colors that normally I would choose. So look at that. Yeah. Not that he necessarily colored this. All right. So in this book also there's little hidden things. And on the back, the search for it, the answers are in the back. So that's kind of a fun little thing. Illustrated by Kerby Rosanes. I'm going to take a guess. I don't really know. This book belongs to the world. None of my books ever belong just to me. I can't do that. I can't own a book. They're mine while I have them, and then they'll hopefully belong to someone else. So there's quite a bit of information here. And then we get right into, this is not single-sided. This is thick paper. If you complain about this paper, seek help. Just seek help. It means nothing is good enough for you. And that's not the way to go in life. This is great, amazing paper. Now, I did see somebody on YouTube do this, and you don't want to use alcohol markers because it is not single-sided. However, the good old, and this is when it comes in handy, these Crayolas are fine. They don't bleed through, but to be very safe, what I do is I use a pencil, any kind of pencil, to put down a first layer, and then I'll use the marker on top of it, which actually gives a really nice coloring effect anyway. So there's your pointer of today. Now here's where I started. We're going to be joined by these little horrible guests today. They're some kind of dang gnat. And this is the time of year where I swear I don't know what happened. I try everything. And today at the grocery store, I noticed they were there too. Whatever it is, here just outside New Orleans, it's very buggy this time of year. And I know that eventually they go away. They nosedive into your everything. They're everywhere. They're really annoying. They're just an annoying little bug. Bugs belong outside. I wish they just, I have a no welcome mat. Because you never know you're welcome in. So I started with the moon. And I did grab my, I love these things, the highlighter gel lipstick. It's just like color lipstick. It goes on so smooth, so wonderful. And that's the effect I was going for here, because after I lay down the first color, I may go and play around with more of the moon. All right. Then I started this turtle. He just was sort of cute, and I like the house. An amazing book. Just, am I going to color every page of this? No, never. Absolutely not. I can guarantee you that. But for what I paid for this book, a really great deal. I so enjoyed it. Even at full price, I would still enjoy this book. Just looking at the creative mind behind these illustrations. They're just expect the unexpected. What you'll find inside the eye of the dragon. In the eye of the dragon. And just amazing. Just amazing, amazing, amazing. I don't think I have to talk through the whole thing, do I? Yeah, look at this. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. Now, I'm not much into antlers and deer, but I could appreciate what's growing in between them. I really like that. I'm really looking forward to doing this. I may color bits and pieces in this book, which is sometimes what I do. And this is one of those where people complain because you've got, You have part of it in the crack, and just deal with it. Life isn't always perfect at all. Not at all. I really am going to play with this. I want to do the waterfall. I know that. I mean, I look at the book as it arrives. It's about 2 hours old now, maybe three. And I like to first of all go, I don't want to do the whole page, but what parts would I like to do? Because I know I want to play around with this a little here and a little there. And sometimes I just take a book out that I haven't colored in a while and grab it and go, okay, time to add a little more to this page. So with the answer to a lot of people ask, do you color every page in your book? The answer is hell no, rarely. There are only a very few books that I actually did from cover to cover. And after doing so, like my daughter once said when she got made it through 1 year of school without missing a day, she says, Mom, I'll never do it again. I went to school when I was sick, and that's stupid. Taking my sickness to school when because I wanted to get a stupid piece of paper. I said, yeah, it wasn't so smart, was it? And we really even shouldn't give awards out for perfect attendance because they're kids, even at work, no matter where it is. You don't want to take your sick, sorry rear end into the public world. I think we should have all learned that by now. A little bit, huh? Did we? Look at this on top of a mushroom. I can't help it. I was just born to be a teacher too. I can't, and I was, and I enjoyed it. My time's up. Time's up. A crazy little things inside of a dollhouse. Just an adorably great book. I once had a cousin. He was a guy, and he was a toilet book reader or magazines. He loved Field and Stream and stuff like that. He grew up to be very hunterish, but he would lock himself in a bathroom like forever. And I gave it a try, but Field and Stream just didn't hold my interest. But this would. Yeah, it would be a Debbie, are you ever coming out of there? No, I'm still looking. This would be a great basket book to keep, when you're having your quiet time. Oh, they're surfing in the goldfish. I didn't even notice that. I was just so blown away by the beautiful swirling fish. The koi, I think the koi. Name that fish. Name that fish. I fell in love with this book. Jamie, take my word on it. Click on the link. You can watch this later. Go buy it. Just go buy it. If you have it's a deal. It is an unbelievable price. It is really a deal. And I really can't say the price because that really drives me nuts when I see an old video and I watch it and go, why did I mention the price? It's not that anymore. I will tell you what this book is regularly. It's regularly priced at $15, which is a steal. It's a beautiful book for $15. You have seven? Well, let's flip back to this one. Worlds Within Worlds. Oh, yeah. And if you collect them, you really want to go click on Amazon and then come back and go, you're right. I'm hoping it's still on the sale. It's a really good deal. I got to stop telling that because people will get like, oh, yeah, well, I'm going to pay $15. It should be 18 or 24. It is that the paper is smooth. It's beautiful. It's thick. It's all the good paper stuff. So, but wow, this guy, I have a crazy imagination, but he goes way beyond me. I would so enjoy time in an elevator with this dude. I'm telling you, I would like, yeah, but they'd lock us up forever. Oh, Jamie got very good deal. Very good. I'm happy with what I paid. I don't know how to do that book depository. I don't want to learn. I'm struggling learning too much as it is. I finally got 2 pieces of mail with copies and paperwork to send to the first hospital I went to, and I just couldn't deal with it. And today, finally, the stamps got put on, and the arm got raised, and off it goes to wherever. It probably won't go the way I want it to go, but I'm trying. And it took over a year. Love this one. I give this one an A plus C plus plus. For one thing, I like candles, and I like turning strange and unusual things into candles. But this just takes the candle cake. Love it. This I will probably do a little bit a little bit. This is way beyond what I have. So much detail, so much this, so much little stuff. But every so often, doing a little is good. And besides that, these gel highlighters, let me just grab the whole pack. They go down over everything really nicely, and then you could take out your pencils and go over it and add a little bit, or your marker and add a little bit. So they're my I love those things. I really do. I wish they would go at a really dirt cheap price, but and they go fast, so you have to use them carefully. The more you use them, the quicker you're going to want another set. Um, I love how this book has the worlds, but trees just pop out of everything. You just don't know where you're gonna. This lion he's just gonna have a tree pop out of his head. This would be a really fun book to take out if you should have a whole bunch of children of any age, and say, what do you think? Because children really they love the strange, the unusual. They haven't been so stepped on and pushed into cubes that they still have an imagination and a love of it. They can still see things that we can't. So that's pretty neat. Do, I'm kind of missing the double pages here. Oh yeah, I just find this fascinating. It's just beautiful, just a beautiful book. I do have to go and look and see. I am planning. I have a whole bunch of stained glass pages ready to go to demo. Life has been very difficult, just very, very difficult. And it's not me. It's my loved one. And they don't tell you when they toot the horn of motherhood and and all of that, and they really leave off just how difficult it can be at times, just how absolutely painful it can be at times when things go horribly, horribly wrong. And you'd be a really bad mother if a hardship your child, a grown up child, is going through doesn't affect you as well, because it just doesn't end. It doesn't end. Love this. But then I am a great big advocate of I love coloring shoes that have been turned into living quarters. The old lady in the shoe. I mean, I wasn't so thrilled about the old woman in the shoe storyline of it. I was more like, I wonder what the shoe looks like inside. That's so cool. I'd like to live in a shoe. That's when I was a kid. All right. I was born not quite right, because whereas everybody else would be looking at one thing, I'd be thinking, wow, upstairs, downstairs, she had so many children, she didn't know what to do. Um, I wonder what their rooms look like. I'd like to decorate their rooms. Yeah, it just would go on and on and on and on and on. I could be bored in my grade school classroom, look out the window, and just imagine and go places where, they didn't even know my brain was already at. I'm like, all right, I already got this info. We could step up my learning schedule, but it is, what it is. Then here is in the back, you get all of the answers to what was hidden inside, and it tells you in the first what you're looking for, and if you can find it in the beginning of the book. I'm not sure, or it's hit and miss. I don't know how that part works. I didn't pay a lot of attention. I did notice something little and thought, I don't know what that's doing in there, but when I got to the end of the book, I went, there's some find its in here, which is another good thing, because you can take the back of the book, cut that out easily, which are really great for little smalls. If you love smalls and coloring with pens, these would be fantastic. And it wouldn't cost much to put those in a frame, or decoupage them on a coffee mug or something, or whatever. But this would be your teacher's manual back here, and you'd know what you were having the person, whether they're young or old. Everybody needs to every once in a while use that part of their brain, because we're always looking for something. Keys, where I put my coffee mug, where I put that money. Where did I hide that money 15, 20, 30 years ago now? And it was behind a picture frame, and I for the life of me, I don't know. But yes, look out for the magic key in every scene, which is hidden beside a clue that will unlock the next world. You can find all the answers at the back of the book. I would highly suggest that, especially with people that just it's a good brain workout, and it's kind of a fun thing to do. And you have the guide in the back, or write it down, and then say, okay, can you find hidden in this picture the whatever it is that's hidden in this picture? Because there's so many doggone things in this picture. You you know, like I need to. What am I looking for? Am I looking for a bat? Am I looking for those surfers? So you could also have them look for other things as well that appear in here. There seems to be only one lamppost. Okay, now I have to go to the back of the book and find out what it is. That's the way my brain works. I want to know what oh, a moon is somewhere, and it's on this side of the page. A moon, a moon, a moon, a moon, and I'll give you a clue. I'm gonna move it over here. But this is also working with kids. If they're, don't frustrate them. Nobody, no one, and that's not an easy thing to say, but with all my years of teaching and all my years of working with others, and people, nobody likes to be frustrated. And I'm pretty safe to say I think that's true. We do not like to be frustrated. Don't and if you want to have a good rapport or help a child or anybody go up a step, take a step, don't frustrate them. Being frustrated is cruel, and it's not helpful at all. So you find ways of helping and guiding and cluing them in and saying, all right, let's not look right here. The moon's not hidden here. The moon's not hidden here. All right. And you do this little. The moon's not anywhere over here either. No moon, no moon. And then you give them another couple minutes or a second or two, not too long. And then you say, any idea? Because sometimes in life, if we can narrow things down a bit, we can find what we're looking for. Like, I know my keys aren't at the neighbor's house. That helps. I'm not going to go to my neighbor's house. All right. But now, to make the point, if I do this, and how about my forever stamps? There we go. And I do this, and I block it out. You might even want to do this with paper, especially if you're working with younger people or someone who's suffering from dementia. Don't make them feel, nobody wants that. No, don't make them feel stupid. Don't make them feel like they can't. And then if you really have to, if we're working with someone really, really having trouble, then you're going to want to take the pen and go, do you see the moon? And don't just accept yes, because they're going to say, yeah, I see it, even if they don't. Then you want to actually put them in a position of failure and say, it's okay. It's okay. Put your finger on the moon. Got it? And hopefully they do, but you want to take them that far. And if they put their finger over here, then you take their little hand or their old little hand or whatever, and you go, nah, there it is. And then if they really were not telling the truth, they'll go, that is a moon. And you might even want to help them by like drawing it a little bit, or even showing them the back and say, we're going to go find it. But I don't know. You get the idea. It takes a lot of work to be a very good teacher, to be a very good teaching parent. Hey, you missed the heck out of that, girl, I'll tell you. Yeah, what a world, what a world. Things just happen. All right, so anyhow, nice book, great price at this time and at any time. A+ book, beautiful, interesting. So much to see, so much to just look at, whether you color or you don't. Inspirational, sensational, and enjoyable. You like all those bubbles? All right. Thanks, Jamie, for tuning in. I'm going to go off and share this because I sort of promised I was going to, and I really didn't feel like doing it. So I got it done. Now I just have to go and let the world take a look at this book. And I'm done. And tomorrow, one of mine arrives, and hopefully I will get on here and show it. It's going to be a very unusual, very interesting grayscale with the cutest gnomes that I found online and said, I have to put those in a book. Just had to.